time to put some liquid in there. I'm going to put in the clam juice. We can turn it down a bit, down to about medium. The clam juice will also allow us to pick up the burnt bits and the darker bits off the bottom of the pan, which is great because those are extremely, extremely tasty. And I'm going to open up this can of baby clams. Because in fact it has a lot of juice in it as well and will help with, it'll only help if I can figure out how to use this darn can opener. There we go. This is one of the new sideways cutting ones that I'm not quite au fait with yet. Right, and then the top just pops off. Isn't that neat? Again, lots of liquid with the baby clams, and now it's the right time for them. I'm going to put the flour in now. Give that all a stir. Let it all get to know each other. Oh yeah, looking great in there. Now, let's cut ourselves up some fish here. Again, I like about 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. And I use a bigger knife for that because this is still partially frozen. Yeah, you can cut your fish any way you want. I just do cubes. I find it simple, easy. There's a little piece there. I just have to cut once through that. Chef's knife, best investment I've made. I have a few of them. If you don't have one yet, go get one. You're going to have to pay a few dollars for it. Well, more than $5. More than a few, I guess. But it's certainly worth the investment. Get it, keep it sharp. I have a knife sharpener for this. I also have my steel, which I use between sharpenings. So the steel does a couple of jobs. It sharpens it, but it also aligns the molecules as well. So that's rather important stuff. All right, let's get rid of some of this fish. You'll notice it doesn't take long to put this together, and it certainly does not take long to cook. Fish cooks very quickly, as you're probably well aware. And you don't want to overcook it, because as I said, if you aggressively cook this chowder, then eventually the fish will fall apart, and although the taste will still be there, the texture won't be there. The fish will be ribbons of fish instead of chunks of fish. Certainly I prefer chunks of fish. We don't need that cutting board anymore. We just got to get the shrimp in there now. $7. I mean, you really can't beat it. Yeah, I know it's Kroger brand, but a shrimp is a shrimp, right? I mean, come on. They float around in the ocean, that's all they do. What the heck? Let's use the whole darn bag. And there they go. Now, let's get this stuff cooking up. Oh yeah, looking good. I like the colors. I like the way the corn is looking. Fish is coming along very nice. We're going to put a little bit of seasoning in there, and then we're going to give it time to get to know each other before we put the milk in. I know that I'm sometimes overly cautious about when to put the milk in. A lot of people put it in right away. I know that. Not me. I want to make sure that everything is cooked the way it should be cooked, and that with the milk, I don't go beyond a simmer. Okay? That's, to me, really important, because the last thing you want is for the milk to turn on you. Don't be shy with the Old Bay. It has a great taste, and it'll make your chowder taste great. Right, I'm going to be back when it's time to put in the milk. Now, I've moved the camera slightly because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I know it's hard to see in that pot, but it's sort of a brownish, yellowish sauce, and all the goodness of the seafood and that vegetation that we used are in there. Now, that has been on a low boil for about 15 minutes, getting it all cooked through, and as I say, for them to get to know each other, okay? Now I'm going to put in a pint of heavy cream. So about half a liter. I know that there are chefs out there who insist that if it's a seafood, whether it be a chowder or whether it be a soup, that it be white. I don't believe in that. I believe in naturalness. Okay? I want people to see what it is that they're eating and understand. Now, the only liquid we had in here before was that clam juice. And now all that we've added is the milk. And it looks gorgeous. I'm going to move the camera in a little bit closer for you here in a second for you to see this. So I would put this on I've got it down to 2 now, so I've got it down to simmering, below simmering. I would leave that there now for about 15 minutes for the milk to get infused into all of the pieces. And then, here's a secret. Let it cool down, put it in the refrigerator, eat it tomorrow, or eat it tonight. Allow all of those supreme tastes to come together and to infuse each other. Okay? This kind of meal, chili, seafood chowder, even soups, I don't eat them right away. I let them calm down, I let them have their time together, then I warm them back up and eat them. Okay? How would I serve this? I would serve it in a soup bowl. I might put some chopped parsley on it, again for color, for effect, and for a little bit of texture. I would also serve it with crackers, whether they be saltines, Ritz, whatever kind you want, oyster crackers. You pick it. It's your soup. You can do it any way you like. And that's how we do seafood chowder on this gorgeous Virginia day. Yes, I know, some people say seafood chowder, chili. They're wintertime eats. No, seafood chowder, anytime. Thanks. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but keep your eye out. It'll be something, and it will be delicious.